The latest iteration of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles hits movie theaters today. Is it a worthwhile entry? Well, movie reviewer, YouTuber, and Ninja Turtle fan Sean Chandler returns to Eyewitness News Mornings to talk about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Gosh, Sean, that is such the longest title for a movie.
Yeah. Well, you got the word mutant in there 2 different times, so it turns into a bit of a tongue tie.
It
Ties your tongue
does.
up.
Now, you grew up with the Turtle franchise, right? Does it hold up to the original?
So I saw the original movie in 1990 when it came out. It's one of my earliest movies of going to the movies. I adore the first 2 movies from the 90s. And this movie is a great new iteration. It's its own thing. It has its own flavor. It very much puts the teenage back into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They feel like actual young teenagers who are growing up. One of them, their voice hasn't even changed yet. And they're just so charming and fun. And so it's true to the energy and the concept of the Ninja Turtles, but it's a fresh new take on them. It's a coming of age story. It's really funny. You, of course, get a bunch of mutant mayhem, as the title says. I was able to take my whole family to go see it. And all of us, my wife, me, all 3 kids, just had a blast with this film.
So, in fact, here's some pictures of you guys with your family all getting a chance to go see it. This is the picture we have for you. I was trying to convince my wife to go see this movie. Do you think somebody who's never grew up with the Turtles will like this?
I mean, I think so. It's meant to be an on-ramp. It retells the origin story. It establishes all the characters, but it's just a really sharp script that's clever, it's witty, it's fun. There is a little bit of base humor in it. There's like one joke about vomit and some other things like that. So if you're kind of sensitive to body fluid humor.
Well, they're teenagers. Of course,
right.
That's what you're going to get.
Right, and they were created by ooze, which is another running joke in the movie. So, like, it's got a little bit of that flavor, so that's not going to be for everyone.
Let me ask you this. As the Turtle franchise has gone on, in every iteration, I feel like they always focus on, like, one turtle. Like, majority, it's Raphael, which is my favorite. But
mine too.
This is why we both like turtles. There we go. So, do they do that in this one, or is it more team-focused?
This one, I think it's a bit more Leonardo focused. So he's the leader of the group. And in a lot of the movies, he's kind of put on the back burner. And in this one, because it is kind of this coming of age story where he's put in the leadership position, they kind of explore that idea. If you're a teenager and you're the one that adults trust, the reason an adult trusts you is not the same reason that your peers, your brothers would trust you. And so they kind of play that out a little bit. There's a little bit of a romance kind of going on in the story as they're teenagers kind of discovering their hormones. And so it just touches on a lot of things. And it actually is a movie that has like strong thematic coherence, which is not a phrase I would ever think that I would use to describe a Ninja Turtles movie, but they like pick this one idea about acceptance and tolerance, and they run it throughout the plot in a way that actually makes sense. It ties into the character arcs for the Turtles themselves, for Splinter, for the villain, and it comes together really well.
Okay, so Sean, you're known for ranking movies. Is this film better than the 1990 live action? Or not? How do you rank it?
I don't think I could ever say that because that 1990 film is so formative for me.
Yeah.
But this is easy number 2. And if you don't have the nostalgia that I have for 1990, this is probably going to be your number 1. This is almost everyone is going to say that this is their new favorite Ninja Turtles movie. But that 1990 film, it has such a special place in my heart.
It does.
I'm always going to be partial to it. And I love Casey Jones, and Casey Jones is just so cool in that 1990 film, and he's not in this one.
Nobody beats Ellis Cotis, man. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Man, he's so cool.
So great. All right, Sean Chandler. You can find Sean Chandler on YouTube, Sean Chandler Talks About, or Sean Chandler Plus. Sean, we really appreciate it, and we're going to take your advice. I'm going to bring my wife to the theater. I'll let you know what she thinks.
Excellent. Thanks for having me.
All right, man.